Okay guys, a massive day today inside of Helldivers 2 as we've had the CCO, Mr. Johan Peterstedt, take a step away from Helldivers 2. This is absolutely ginormous news and leaving a lot of people a little bit angsty. We've also got the SpaceTime Fluctuation indicator making its way onto the Galactic War map, and the community at large is getting a little worried. What the hell is going on here? Well, I think the Illuminate may well be making their way forward. We're going to go over all information that we know today and give you guys everything you need to know to keep updated with Helldivers 2. With that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can get your video games cheaper for PC and console with the best deals, offers, promotions and discounts. And we are doing a giveaway here on the channel for the maximum amount of super credits. So if you want that top bundle, simply head down to the comment section, put a purple heart, a yellow heart and a red heart in the comment section for all of the factions, and we can dive on into it. I'll announce the winner tomorrow for a video in the morning. Let's dive on into the game and see what it is that's happening right now. So really quickly, inside of the game right now, you will notice that there is a space-time fluctuator indicator at the top of your screen where it's surveying unexplained space-time fluctuations. What is it this thing is actually doing? Well, we had an intel report that came up that stated that multiple astronomical monitoring stations have reported the appearance of unexplained gravitational waves and wobbles in the orbits of astronomical bodies. These space-time fluctuations have been positively correlated with Illuminate activity. The Ministry of Defense has begun tracking these fluctuations in coordination with the Ministry of Science, and that activity will be displayed on all galactic maps. Now, just to give you guys a quick lowdown of this, you can see that there are obviously some fluctuation indicators that are on the screen. These are bugged out to hell, I may add, so do take that one with a pinch of salt. Sometimes it may freeze, sometimes it may disappear from your map, but if you want to keep an eye on them, then just restart the game and it will pop back up. As an overall, we're now panicking about this a lot more than we are the major order, but I don't expect the space-time fluctuation indicator to change at all until the next major order comes through. We may see an alteration on it, but my speculation is that this is going to be leading up to February 8th, which is around a week and a half away for the 1-year anniversary. And for me, I think that the Illuminate may well finally be making their full surge into the galaxy. Let me know what you guys are thinking with regards to the space-time fluctuation indicator, but if we're going to take the word of Mr. Johan Peterstedt, on Twitter, somebody stated, space-time fluctuations, so WTF is this? And Johan stated, nothing. It's just nothing. Apparently. Anywho, take that with a pinch of salt as you please, as Johan Peterstedt also posted up something else on X earlier on today, and this one took the community a little bit on edge as he stated, "Hi everyone, I'm going do a sabbatical for a while. I know a lot of you are going to think, por qué? Well, while you have enjoyed Helldivers 2 for almost a year, I've been living it since early 2016, and with Helldivers the game since 2013. 11 years of working around the clock on the same IP has made me set aside family, friends, and my lovely wife and myself. I'm going to take some time to redeem what was lost from all of those that supported me for over a decade. I am sure my friends at Arrowhead will do their utmost best in the meantime to deliver amazing stuff to Helldivers 2. When I'm back, I will start working on the next Arrowhead game. Johan signing off, the last survivor of the SES Song of the Stars." Now, this was a really hard-hitting one, and we did post up a little message towards him stating that I did not see this coming at all. But obviously, as you guys understand, there can be a massive cut between work and life balance when passion is involved in a certain project. So I really do, from the Cloud Plays channel, hope that you manage to generate some amazing memories and have a load of fun with his family and friends. We've got to thank him for the absolute beauty that is the golden goose of Helldivers, and although he may not have done it alone, he was a pretty crucial part in the premise of it. So, Mr. Peterstedt, from us here on the Cloud Plays channel and the community at large, do enjoy your sabbatical, and we can't wait to see what it is that you do for the next game coming from Arrowhead. Now, that is something that we also want to talk about, because he does state there that he'll be working on the next Arrowhead game once he does get back. Now, obviously, there has been some development inside of the process for that one. We know that they have been hiring for this new role point for the last couple of months, so we're probably looking at anything from 2 to maybe 5 years for the development of this game. So it could be that we don't see Johan at all for a little while, although it does appear that he will be here for the 1-year anniversary, and if the team do need him, then he is only but a phone call away and he'll always pick up. So hopefully we do see him for the 1-year anniversary, whatever it is that they end up doing, whether it's a live stream or a video post or something. I hope that we can get one last voice message with that beautiful face on cam to just really send Helldivers into the 2nd year with a big bang. Now, obviously, a lot of the community have been quite worried about this, and a good friend of ours, Thick Fillet, actually posted up on the Discord, and he stated right here, how involved was Peter Stead with some of the better patches? Because I think a lot of people are thinking that he's the reason for the 60-day plan, etc. I guess what are some of the roles the CCO position does? Also, what other leaders are involved in making that happen? I'm pretty sure Nicholas Malmberg had to do with it. He was in the trailers, and the response he got from Baskinator was actually quite an interesting one. It states that it's kind of hard to estimate, to be honest. We have multiple leaders on the whole project, directors, producers, C-level people like Peter Stead, senior designers, etc. And most of our teams are very collaborative, so they work together to push for changes and build these updates and patches. And yes, Niklas plays a huge part. He's a buff diver. Yeah, we've all got a lot of love for Niklas, and I do miss his beautiful face. I really wish he'd start posting up some of these patch updates a little bit more often, so hopefully we'll see some more of those coming through the woodworks. But it does seem that the game shall be okay. I think that as an overall, Johan had quite a good insight into what it is that gamers actually wanted, and the way that it was processed was definitely an enjoyable factor, and he will definitely be missed. But no one person runs a team, and it takes the full team to be able to collaborate to make the game that we have today. So for me, I have full faith that the Arrowhead development team are going to do absolutely amazing work, although I am slightly intrigued as to who it is that's going to be taking the CCO production point for Helldivers, as we know now that he's going to be moving into another game when he does eventually return from sabbatical, and who it is that's going to be taking that lead. I'm really intrigued. Let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below, and we'll be keeping our ears to the floor for any more development changes inside of Arrowhead at large. And before we move into your top comments, we do have some huge leaks coming from Iron Sights, so if you don't want to hear about this, then you need to come off now, because this is looking like it's to do with the next phase of the game, so going to be happening very soon. Have you gone? Okay, cool. So let's take a look at what's going on. Massive shout out to Iron Sights for this one, as he states, leak the Stargate Nexus. Due to the recent increase in space-time fluctuations all across the galactic map, I feel I should mention the Stargate Nexus again. The Stargate Nexus is a device used by the Illuminate to warp across multiple planets to allow them to cover lots of territory very fast. The Stargate Nexus is tied to the Illuminate capital planet in some way. It is either stored on the planet or the planet is the Stargate Nexus. The term Stargate Nexus is from very early game versions, so I'm not entirely sure if that's scrapped, but it definitely worth keeping an eye on. The Stargate Nexus may be linked to the Clan Darth 2 event in some way. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what that is, that was the event where the lights essentially went out and we pretty much were left in darkness and had to use our torches and the surrounding environment as a way to light up. Now, this is definitely in the game. As to whether this is going to be happening after the space-time fluctuation indicator kind of like hits its peak, we'll have to wait and see. But I want to know what your tinfoil hats are thinking right now, so let me know your full ideas in the comment section. I'm going to be reading them all day, and we're going to be getting into some heavy conversations about this one. But while we're talking about the comment section, we have your top comments from the last video, and this one is definitely an interesting one, as we were talking veteran titles and more to do with the factions, and fortunately we were talking about capes that people may not have got. This first one right here states, love to get the veteran titles, feel it works for us who have been in the game since day one. I'm a Creek, Meridian and Calypso veteran, and I do think that the titles may well have actually worked quite well. They're quite easy to issue out, and it would have been something that people could just represent their favorite storyline really easily. Again, massive key point, and I think it could work really well. This next one right here states, imagine if all 3 faction storylines evolve at once. Jet Brigade drops, Gloom evolve bugs, Hive Lords and the Illuminate expansion. They then make their way to Super Earth all at once. Highly doubt this would happen, but would be an awesome drop. Also, does anyone miss the mission based MOs like the dark fluid ones on Meridia? They need to bring them back. Yeah, I actually do. The TCS was probably one of my more favorite ones. I don't know why. There was just something about them. I think that they were just really enjoyable. But as an overall, yeah, this storyline narrative could be a really interesting one if it actually does come into fruition, although highly unlikely. There's no way they're taking over Super Earth. Is there? No. Is there? And this final one right here states, I missed out on the Creek Cape, and it is super disappointing that no other large event cape or title has been released. And I do think that the Creek was a really iconic point, but the problem is once you start doing stuff like that and issuing those sorts of things, you kind of need to continue that whole consensus. And unfortunately, they just haven't done that as of right now. Hopefully, we'll see some more come to the midst, and you guys can be a part of the storyline, lore, and more with your cape, title, or whatever it is they decide to do in the future at hand. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. We're going to be live very shortly, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the clouds.